Alright, hello, Raikou. We are back with the recap. Oh, let me, right pokes. Oop, that's wrong. There we go. That one. And, sorry about this, 1 second. There we go. Let me get, let's go right back into it. We've got, Charlie versus, Irene. And a Coke Zero to enjoy. How's everybody doing tonight? Raikou recap late as always. Toxtricity, I believe this is the last Toxtricity game. I will say, I heard a lot of iCharlie talking during this game. By the way, people in my friend group, they're deafened. We can only hear them, they can't hear us. And Charlie did not realize that she was faster, so she thought this arch was scarfed basically the entire game. And we know that it can't be. Glade's gonna come in. By the way, Terra types are Terra normal on our friend Toxtricity. Also, in this game, 100% you should have Terra normaled on turn 1. Because Gastrodon is an entry target, and you generally shouldn't count on Sneasler being your entry target for Toxtricity. That just comes with too many risks and not enough, it's not really consistent, so generally your entry target's going to be Gastrodon East. And then our Terra is Terra Dragon on this Gallade as well. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the only other mon that could Terra. Lando T's going to come back. Sacred Sword. And this Gastrodon. We go into Shifu Rapid. This is interesting. We just U-turn. I don't really understand the point of that. I feel like we could have just gone, like, Toxtricity there, or, God damn, that Earth Power does so much. We do get rid of Goodra. Goodra being down is massive. That means there's not really a swap-in for our Shifu anymore. Sludge Wave. Ooh, that's gonna do old chip. Gets the poison. Ivy Cudgel. That'll take one. Weezing Galar comes in. Should be able to take another. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel. Down. Sludge Bomb picks up the kill. We have to leave into this. This thing is just gonna pick up a kill. Is this one? I don't remember. Was this like the first week that they brought a set? Yeah, this Shifu is just really tough to deal with at this point. Fake out. We do get the Poison Touch. I don't think it was a mistake, necessarily. Yeah, but this Lando T is just, like, kind of crazy. I think this Lando T just cleans up from here. I don't know if there's anything you can do. Do we Dire Claw here? Yeah, we Dire Claw. I think we get a sleep, don't we? No, we don't. That's not this game. And then Charlie, this thing dies to Fire Blast. I think Charlie just sends in another mon to die to Fire Blast. Yeah, Charlie just lets this thing also die to Fire Blast. And then we go into this, and then, this dodge didn't matter. It needed to crit. I guess it mattered in the sense that it needed to crit. But yeah, Charlie picks up a 2-0 for game number 1. By the way, we have an extra game. We have the Cowboy J game from week 5, because that was never watched, I don't think. Yeah, Charlie picks up the win overall. I think a bit sloppy from both sides here. I think there are a lot of plays that could have been made very, very differently. This Arch Relodon is just a weird set. I think it was like physically, I think it literally was invested in both attack and special attack. For Volcarona. The game's actually quite close, like a crit away from winning on this Chandelure. But overall, I think just a little bit, if we're a little bit better with our Hearthflame usage, I think that there's a good chance that this game could go the other way. Anyway, up next we have Moo versus Cowboy J. This game literally just happened today as I'm recording this. So, Who knows? Gliscor coming out. Or no, this was yesterday, not today. It was yesterday. Gliscor picks up one. Or one toxic? I think this Gliscor just picks up like 3 toxics over the course of this game. Okay. I already talked to Cowboy J about this, but I gotta talk to everyone about this. First off, Terra Captains, Terra Electric, Palmont, Terra Fairy on Lantern, specifically probably for this Palmont. If someone has rocks and a ghost type, there's just such a good chance. Like, you have to seriously consider them going into the Pecharunt. Going to Lavaka. Also, another thing, if you're into Pecharunts, it is very good to use a Primal Amulet. It prevents Parting Shot from not only lowering your stats, but from being a pivot move altogether. Nice. Do a good amount of, we get the Terra out of the way. Scald. Don't get the burn. It's always a risk. Mandibuzz comes in. We wish. I didn't really like this wish. I don't think it accomplishes anything. Yeah, we U-turn. I guess we get to go into Terrap. This time we Ice Beam, right? We Ice Beam again, right, to get rid of its balloon. So Jay goes for the Earth Power the first time. Does 54. When you're in this position, just keep clicking Earth Power. They have less recovers than you have Earth Powers. You're probably going to eventually get a Special Defense drop. It is worth it to throw all your Earth Powers in. This game ends up getting really weird. Jay gets pretty greedy, but the Pecharunt unthaws. Goes for an Agility. He just gets Toxic again here. I think he does end up risking it and clicks Ice Punch. Yeah, it does click the Ice Punch. I think the biggest thing is that we just lost our best opportunity to get rid of this Terrapagos, and this Terrapagos is just going to be a problem all game. Also, this is just one of those things where it's just a massive knowledge gap from Jay. Jay had no idea it was Protective Pads. Protective Pads is an item. You have to consider it, especially when you're a team like a Moltres or a Zapdos or any of those like Effect Spore, Flame Body, any of those abilities. You have to consider that possibility. Wasn't really considered this game, but it is just something that, you know, in the future you have to consider. So like this might not be as rock solid of a Meow answer as we had once thought. In fact, now that rocks are gone, I don't even think it answers Meow like at all. Can you speed up a bit? Shadow Moo. Nice. Do a bunch of damage to Petch. I would just click it. I think it's a mistake to not click it a third time. I don't think it ends up mattering. I would just click the Earth Power a third time. It literally doesn't end up mattering. In fact, this ended up working out better, but I think it's because Moo let it happen. Triple Axle goes live. I think, yeah, we swap out. I didn't really like this swap. What do we do this turn? Do we U-turn our Iron Head? I think you should U-turn in this situation. Oh, no, we just die. I forgot we're not Scarfed. You were just not Scarfed. Yeah, Jay at that point made that decision based off the fact that it was Scarfed, and it wasn't Scarfed. Thunder Wave. Yeah, this is just really tough. The Thunder Wave was just never going to work there. I think that was very low... sorry. Very high risk, low reward. Goes for the Ice Beam there. Nice. Gets the spin off, right? I think that's what... No, we Ice Beam. You probably should have spinned the second turn. It's just better to have to force the rocks to go back up. I think at this point, though, there's, like, basically no way for the game to work. There's just too many mons toxic. And, Moltres is dead. The only mon not toxic is actually this Roaring Moon. And we just don't have enough, chances with it. Goes for the agility on the protect. I think we Ice Punch you, right? Yep, we pick up the kill with a crit. I thought, okay, on this turn, I was watching the game. I thought Jay, I believe, clicked CC here. I thought because it took him a while to go into Keldeo, he just didn't have Vacuum Wave. He did. And it basically it just ends the game. The Dragon Claw comes out, but there's just no way. Mandibuzz gets to Mandibuzz just gets to take it for free. I think it clicks yeah, it should have just clicked recover here. Just a differential play. Just click recover. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Encore wants to get wishful thinking, but there's literally like nothing else you can do at this point. Because this is eventually just over. Yeah, it takes a little while. But I think they actually just EQ next turn. Yeah. Anyways, I think Jay made a lot of misplays this game. Moo made a few misplays. I think letting Petch go in this game is a little silly. I think Petch is so important. But overall, you can't let your whole team get toxic. It just puts you on too much of a timer. They have a Gliscor, like they can survive. They have a Gliscor and a Mandibuzz. They can like weather the storm. While everything is toxic. Let's get into our next game. We have Zako versus Laps. Actually remember this game quite well. Terra types on this one are Terra Fairy Diplin and Terra Fairy Chestnut. Right off the bat, Focus Blast. I will say, this is just a massive misplay. If something's leading, good chance it's Scarfed. Like, just straight up. This is kind of a misplay on both parties. In my opinion, I think going for a turn 1 Focus Blast is like 30% chance you just get nothing and you're immediately behind on turn 1. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but, like, I just feel like the odds... Like, you miss that Focus Blast, you've lost the game. Like, almost instantly. And also, there's just so much that can go wrong. If it's an AV set that was designed to lead, because an AV set this game is phenomenal. It's great into Darkrai, into Guard, into Spectrier. Like, an AV set, if it was designed to lead with AV and keep hazards off... you know, it has coverage for literally everything here. Like, a Heavy Slam could have just, like, on an AV set, could have just, like, fucked you up. Chople also is good this week if it wants to beat rocks. So definitely, I think a misplay on both ends. Shout out to the High Muffin Man Chestnut. Hello. Yeah, the biggest thing is, this Diplin is just impossible for this team to really beat. We knock off, it's got Sticky Hold, it can't do anything. Terra Blast just really struggles. I think this just takes a while, but it is just a battle of using up all the syntheses. I will say, one of the important things when you're in a matchup like this, manage your power points wisely. You don't want to end up using all of your Terra Blasts. You need Terra Blasts for this game, because Infestation isn't going to do it all on its own. So just be careful. You need to get rid of all of the syntheses. And you want to keep about probably at least 6 Terra Blasts. I think that's about what happens. I would try to keep 8, personally. Especially once they give you this this last infestation. They've got 1 synthesis left. I would just Terra Blast this last time. I would recover. Synthesis up, and then synthesis up one more time. I guess they force you to kind of use another Terra Blast. It's fine. Super Fang, they keep you at 50. I will say, when you're in this position, making sure that you order the turns to keep them at 50, very good. Very good. Straight up. Very important play. Oh. Sorry, I got pinged. Yeah, I think it's very important that you make sure that you get the best case scenario through, and I think the best case scenario is it's at 50%. Spectre comes behind a substitute. This was a weird set, I remember, right? It's Psychic Noise. Yeah, from what I remember, just Moonblast was significantly better. We might not have Moonblast on Florges, but Moonblast was, like, significantly better. You do, like, 40%, so you spend one turn doing the same amount of damage as a substitute, and then the rest of the game, like, this Florges would have just been fine. It wouldn't have died. At all if it was just Moonblast. Moonblast is just better there. I don't know if it has Moonblast or not. It only clicked the one move. I would assume it did. But it doesn't super matter. It just means that your Overquill doesn't get burned, which would be nice. Dipling gets to come back in on Garchomp. Your Scale Shot is just really tough. Recover. We should be able to just Infestation now. Trick just doesn't work. Okay. Huge thing here. This is locked into Trick. It is Scarfed Trick. Do not use your Terra Blasts. There's no point in using your Terra Blast at this point. Especially, like, I feel like your Terra Blasts are so important. It's going to be locked in for a bunch of turns. Maybe use one. Never use two. Infestation here. It's fine. I would have personally just Terra Blasted. I mean, I guess the outcome is you just would have had more health. And now, like, you just have to play the rest of the game without it. I think it's fine. You don't end up being in a bad position. We Agility up this turn. Agility is just pointless. You're already faster than the rest of the Pokemon. In fact, we get a Roar off. Garchomp comes in. Kowtow Cleave. Damn, that bitch hurts. Sucker Punch finishes that kill off. And then you could probably just go back into Latios. Or just Kowtow again. Oh, no, it just forfeits. Laps picks up his first loss of the season. I think Zago played this very well. This should have been a 6-0. Iron Treads we sacked for quite literally no reason. We can always go Florges there. Overcool probably survives basically any 2-hit KO. Diplin would have been... I mean, Diplin's a little riskier. It's not Terra, so I wouldn't go Diplin, but... it's just probably never clicking Moonblast in this area. That would be literally insane on turn 1 to make that much of a call. But yeah, GG Zako with a huge win. Picks up the first win on laps anyone's had this season. Up next, Regen Slop versus Belly. We've had a really rough time this season. Our Terra types are Terra Fairy on Flygon and Terra Fire on Bisharp. I don't really remember this game. I don't actually know if I've seen this game. Okay, we are Scarfed. We're Scarfed on our friend Flygon. Ogerpon is going to come in. Lose its Sturdy. I gotta say, Ogerpon Cornerstone is a Mon that you really, really want to protect your Sturdy on. I think giving it up that early is very, very troll. I guess into this team it doesn't super matter, but like Torn and Chiyu just don't get to play this game comfortably at all if they're Sturdy. Now, granted, we threw away Torn for probably nothing. Honestly, we threw away Torn for nothing. We could have just gone Aloe. We could have gone Slowking. Like, use your pivots, your pivot team. Oh god, is Chiyu just gonna clean up from here? No, surely not. Okay. Close combat. I mean, what, we're gonna Terra Blast? Alluring Voice. Okay. Special. Ooh, I like it. You turn Alluring Voice. Oh, this just probably is Toxic, doesn't it? And it's like totally fine. Oh no, psi noise. How do you get out of this? Sludge bomb? Oh, just getting a poison? Yeah, okay, that'll do. I also just don't even... I think you have so many chances. I don't think this does any damage. Like, I don't think Yuxi is gonna do much damage. Yeah. Like, you just have so many chances to get a sludge bomb. Chiyu. Yeah, this probably doesn't take much damage, does it? No, it doesn't. Flamethrower? A Dark Pulse. Flamethrower probably doesn't kill, I guess. Alola Mola comes in. Knock off. AV. Oh, we definitely could have gone into that. Although, we didn't lose him on anyway. Scald. Okay, now I'm fairly confident we can just flip turn into Chi-Yu and the game is over. Oh, okay. Get a lucky burn as well. Might as well. Flip turn into Chi would have probably been the correct play. I guess Flamethrower doesn't win the game because there is a King Gambit. So, I guess. CC. Yeah, CC again. Makes sense. I think we'll CC and it'll Terra Fire and pick up one more kill. That would be my guess. Yep, that'll happen. And then Chi-Yu come in and Dark Pulse and pick up the last kill. Oh. Does it die to this sucker? No, it doesn't. Doesn't get the range. I assume that's a range. It might not be. That might have been 2 max rolls. Who knows? But a good game from Firebro. I think very sloppy. I 100% think he could have 6-0'd this game with just a little bit better performance. But hey, a win's a win. We take those around here. 3-0 win for Firebro. He needs those for his playoff standing. Up next, we got Sci-Fi versus G-Walker. I think I watched this game. Our Terra types are Terra Flying on the Rhyperior and Terra Water on the Porygon 2. Oh. Clefable's going to come in. Okay, Rocky... No, it's Life Orb. Dragapult. I don't know why we gave up this Clefable. It just... I mean, silly. Oof. Yeah, I just don't even think we expected that. Good, Good fucking... Good Shuckaberry. I love seeing lower level players learn to use these resist berries. They're very good. They're incredibly good, and I think it is... Oh, is that how that works? Toxic Debris. Oh, Rapid Spin just auto gets rid of Toxic Debris. I did not know that that's how that works. Also, come on. Let's not let our Quack go down for nothing. We have a Heatran lives anything from this Latias. We don't need to give it away for free. There's no world where we need to do that. Oppenheimer comes in, does 20% and dies. Yeah, I think G-Walker just kind of had too much, Does this thing... Yeah, I mean, does this thing even, like... It's got Morning Sun. Yeah, but you can just go Crook, right? Like, Crook is just fine? You just go Crook here, right? What are we doing? Did G-Walker lose this game? How does he stop this? Flare Blitz. Okay, I guess he just doesn't keep... So, if you're in this position, just keep Morning Sunning and Dragon Dancing. Like, you'll find enough boost to eventually win the game. We own a Heatran. Flare Blitz. Picks up the kill. Okay, and then we just get another. Okay. Makes sense. Outrage comes out. Picks up another kill. Pheasant Dippity comes live. Does, I don't remember. I didn't know G-Walker... I guess he loses this game, probably. Also, I don't know why you need to be Flare Blitz instead of Heat Crash. I feel like you're just fine to be Heat Crash. Dragapult's gonna come out. Oh, Dragapult might just clean up this game, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, G-Walker does pick up this win, huh? I completely forgot about this game. I guess I did watch this. I do remember this. I think this was scarfed, yeah. By the way, in this position, you can reliably go to Pheasantipity here, because it has to be scarfed in order to have to kill your Dragapult. So it's a little trick where you just maybe save a differential. It doesn't super matter. But if it is scarfed, Pheasantipity just gets you the kill anyway, and you save a differential. If it's not scarfed, then Dragapult will eventually just come back in, and you might even be able to save it with like a U-turn. It's probably clicking a Dragon move. I doubt it would click a Psychic move there. It's probably clicking a Dragon move. You probably live a Psychic move, and then can U-turn back. Overall, there's a way to probably get another differential out of this, but doesn't super matter at the end of the day. Actually, I think it does matter for him. Standings. Yeah, Gage is very close to the top-end player base. He doesn't want to squeeze out every piece of differential he can. Up next, we have Corza versus Boise Blastoise. Terra types are Terra Flying on Colossal, and Terra... I guess Terra Fairy on Whims is my guess. I don't know if this Whims can Terra. Okay. We're going to Ceaseless Edge. This just isn't worth it for Corza. They can just Rapid Spin this turn. They could have Rapid Spin that turn too. Okay, Life Orb. Okay. Wizzy Blastoise has brought this Milotic this way every single time. Scald. Do we get the burn? We do get the burn. I would just go into your Colossal and spin. Yeah, we do get our spin off. Getting rid of, like, all the hazards. So we don't get anything. We set up a lot of hazards and just didn't get anything from them. Jesus Christ, that did no damage. Yeah, a special attack like Mystical Fire would just do more. We're just going to get Whirlwinded out. Deoxys is going to come in. Probably it's Thunderbolt. Would be my guess. Yep. He's going to pick the kill. Are we Life Orb? No, we're not Life Orb. Rock Slide. Ooh, are we like Expert Belt? Who's coming in on this? Quillfish Hisui. That makes sense. Focus Blast. God damn. Oh, we're just Colbert. Okay. I definitely didn't watch this game. Aqua Jet with a crit. There's been a lot of crits flying around. Deoxys picks up a second one. Okay, we're going to save it for later. Golden Go gets to come in on Charlie. Sub. Yeah, but this just doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Never mind. It does do something. Williams is going to pick up a kill. Another substitute. Yeah, I think the second sub was very ambitious. We had Mystical Fire? I guess we're just Scarfed, is my guess. Ooh, I actually like this. You probably live, don't you? Yeah. Mystical Fire, Rotom Heat. I wouldn't click it again, but you're in actually a pretty good spot here with this Enam. Ah, damn, that did no damage. Okay, Colossal comes back in. Gonna try. Probably gonna spin again. Skarmory cannot be the play here. This is just gonna get overheated. Or flamethrowered. Okay, another layer of spikes. Okay. There is no reason to be clicking spikes here. Just genuinely, like, the only Pokemon these spikes hit is Whims. And Whims can live a triple layer spikes. It's just such a bad play in my opinion. Fire Punch. Fire Punch, shouldn't be clicking Fire Punch. Alright, we should just spin them off. Yep, spin these off. Whirlwind. Nice. Deoxys comes in. This is why I don't like I don't like I don't like game plans built around Whirlwind, because this is just what happens. there isn't a plan where there just isn't a world where the whirlwind eventually wins. You can just go straight into Colossal here, or we let this guy die. I guess it's fine. Oh, Deoxys is gonna come in. I would have gone straight Rotom. Or Shifu. Okay, on the Volt Switch. Does Corza have a path? I don't think so. I just think that, like, Whirlwind isn't enough. I guess you can get rocks back up? Yeah, but he can just Rapid Spin here forever. We had Flamethrower the whole time? Click it! Okay, we get a good amount of chip. Body Press, nice. Oh, you Flamethrower again? That's crazy. Whirlwind. Deoxys. There's just no world, right? Like, Rotom. Oh, Rotom. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Oh, wait, never mind. Rock Slide just kills stuff. I thought that he might be able to get, like, another little bit of differential or something. Nope. Yeah, Boise Blast, once again, I don't think the game was the cleanest. There's definitely some plays I would have made. But I think this team is really, really strong, and teams have just not been able to find their ways to break through it yet. In fact, I don't even know who their loss is to this season. They have 2 losses, right? The Boise Blastoise? Yeah, they do. Who have they lost to this season? Sorry about the graphics. It looks a little weird. Boise Blastoise. Oh, fuck. It's just... I got a club. They lost to... Okay, they lost to Moo, the 2nd seed. And Laps, the 1st seed. Okay, so they've just, like, been barely outside that top echelon of Raikou players. Anyways, let's get into our next game. We've got Seeking Pog versus Cokes Bean. As I've kind of seen the season go along, I feel like Seeking Pog has been my most improved player this season. I feel like I've seen them do make the most amount of, like, good plays. It's the rocks up. We're just gonna spin again. I don't like spinning in front of this guy. We have limited health. Or I don't like clicking rocks in front of this Kamala. We just have limited health. Palisade comes in. This is a new pickup, right? I've not seen this game, by the way. We get up our own rocks for free. Do they have Toxic? No, Shore Up. Okay, okay. Ninetales is going to come in. We're going to set up the Sun. Ooh, Scorching Sands right off the gate. Pain Split. I don't like that. I don't like that plan. It only works once. Oh, okay. You don't Shore Up. Okay, missed the Will-O-Wisp. Scorching Sands. Ooh, does pick up the kill. Growth. This is just, so bad. We've lost our Sun, and we're a Sun team, before we actually got to get a single payoff. Okay, we Terra Fairy. Growth again. Ooh, I like the Growth again. The problem is that, oh, Scorching Sands, man. Problem is that Kyurem just comes in and collects his kill. We're too slow. There's no world where Kyurem doesn't get to collect this kill. Terra Fairy. Ice Beam. Oh? There is a world. What the fuck is going on? +1 speed probably... Is it enough to outspeed Kilo? Ooh. I'm wondering... Okay, sorry. This is going to take up a little bit of time. I'm curious. I want to know this calc. I'm going to calc and see how much a Giga Drain would have healed. Venusaur, OU Sunsweeper versus Kilowattrel. Are you offensive pivot? We are +3. Dude, if you Giga Drain, you probably win this game. Giga Drain is doing... It has a roll to kill. It has a roll to kill, and you're going to heal like 40%. They would have had to click Hurricane to kill you back. I guess not exactly, because the burn damage would have also helped. Yeah, I think you just click Giga Drain and just like there's a chance you just win the game and you take that chance. Cyclozar comes in, Rapid Spin. Is there a world where this Iron Valiant can win the game? I don't see it, but we'll see. I guess you don't win the game because there is just Iron Valiant in the back. But I don't know if Iron Valiant can kill you. SD up. Fake out. Oh yeah, I'm so dead. Does it just win from here? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it probably does just throat chop. Okay, how much damage do we do back? Substitute. I don't like clicking sub there. Lunar Dance. Oh, okay, we just had nothing. Oh, we just didn't have an attacking move. I don't think an EQ is gonna do it. Yeah, no. That will be it. Wow, Iron Valiant just with the turnaround. This is a crazy game. Plays to his outs. The Iron Valiant SD win. Nice. That's an incredible Iron Valiant game. Oh, we already watched this game, right? Yes, right. I think so. I'm like fairly confident we watched this game. I don't know. Wait. Am I dumb? This is not a Week 7 game, right? Devin Frisco. Where's Devin Frisco? Versus Lightning? Yeah, this is not a Week 6. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just should have read chat. Quasi said it was a Week 7 game. Sorry, fellas. Iron Moth comes in. Jolteon comes in. I don't think this Jolteon does anything to this Arboliva. Yeah, I would be correct. Yeah, we're just gonna heal all of our health back pretty much. I think we're AV? No, we're just leftovers. We just do that little damage. Okay, and we are full health. Is this... What Terra is this? Terra Arboliva is gonna be... Terra Dragon. Okay, so we just don't have an answer to that. Okay, we go into Iron Moth here. Iron Moth is quite good this game. Fire Dance is going to bring it up to sturdy range. I think this mod has Earthquake. It decides to just get up a hazard. Cut Stab Explosion? Bang! Doesn't really do anything, to be honest. Jolteon comes in. Changes their mind. Fire Dance. +1. You just Fire Dance again, right? Okay, 40%, +2. Why isn't Jolteon... It's slower. Oh, are we Scarfed Moth? I think we're Scarfed Moth. I think I'm an idiot. Misclick. Damn, this bitch does a lot of damage. Moth is the GOAT. When you get a bunch of 50-50s right in a row and just keep getting +1s, Moth is kind of sick. Draco will miss into the chili. Nice. Sandslash with the triple axle. How does Sandslash... Does Sandslash just win the game? Terra Ice, triple axle? I think Sandslash just wins the game, right? Ogerpon Wellspring dies to a triple axle, Terra Ice. Okay. Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. You can just Iron Head again. And then you triple axle one more time. Oh, you Ice Shard. Ice Sharding is fine. Double Ice Shard still wins you the game. And then it just doesn't matter because Corv just comes in and cleans it up. It is fine. Okay, I watched one of these games already. There's no way I have 3 Cowboy J games this week. I watched this game already. Okay, that's the game I watched already. Alright. Last game of the week. We have... Our Terra types are going to be Terra Normal Squawkabilly. I think the Squawkabilly can Terra. And then Terra Electric Palmot. Parting shot first turn. Rapid spin. Do we get the burn? We don't. Knock off. Do we get the burn this time? We don't. Hurricane will take the first kill. Okay. Dirge comes. Ooh, Dirge comes in on Roaring Moon. Ooh, Shadow Ball. Gun Tank. Knock off. Oh my god, Roaring Moon is a fucking busted Pokemon. Skunk Tank. Palmont. Is there just isn't a Palmont answer anymore, is there? I think we do some swapping around. I don't like this. You just gotta take your sack. Cornerstone comes in. I don't even know if Cornerstone can kill, but I don't hate not finding out. I really love preserving the sash because this could be scarfed. I love preserving the sash. Now, granted, it just gives Palmont another kill. So it's like it doesn't super matter. We go into Screamtail here. Zombie Tantrum doesn't do anything. Should just be able to, yeah, I love that we're preserving the, sash. I think preserving the sash is so good. Now, granted, it doesn't matter. I think the game is still over. But I do like that we are playing it correctly. Screamtail gets to come back in on Iron Bundle. It just is eventually going to do too much. Protect this turn? No. We don't have the Protect. Jirachi comes in. Thunderbolt. Damn! I think... there's gotta be a way. I think if you go to Terrapagos, there's probably a way to, get a 5-0, but this is just fine. Palmont comes in. Palmont will pick up the last kill. Yeah, and then CC this turn. We'll pick up the last kill. 4-0 for Cowboy J. Does super matter. Still has a playoff chance. I know he lost his next week game already, but still has playoff odds. But thank you all for watching. Pretty quick one. 42 minutes despite the extra game. Hopefully we will have a week on time next week. Part of it was games weren't finished, and some other shit happened that week, like me being bored. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week for week 7 of the Raikou Recap. Peace.